Earlier this year, I turned 30 years old. This is something that was so scary to me for such a long time. 30 just seemed like such a big number, and it really hit me that society will look at me differently, even though I feel the same. At the same time, turning 30 had me reflecting deeply on my life, something I often do, but this felt different. I think when you turn 30, you become much more aware of your mortality. You don't take life for granted as much as you do in your earlier years. I started my art business when I was still in university. I was really inspired by illustrators I saw on Instagram and felt like if they could make art as a full-time job, then I could too. And I did. I built a business with my illustrations and have had a steady income from them since I was 25. Looking back, I'm so proud of myself. I had so many people tell me I needed a full-time job and couldn't make money from my art, and I'm so glad I didn't listen to the noise and followed my instincts instead. It wasn't easy, but I knew I would regret it one day if I didn't try. What I want to talk to you about today is growth. Our minds are so incredibly complex, and we spend our lives changing and evolving. Many people will say they are not the same person they were at 20 than they are at 40. That's because life shapes us. The things that we see, experience, and the things that happen to us, whether good or bad, help inform our views of life. I'm not the same person I was at 25. I know that for sure. I look back at myself just coming out of university and being so afraid of the world, afraid of what people will think of me, and afraid of failing. I experienced a lot of ups and downs throughout my 20s, and it shaped me to be the way I am today. What has changed along with me is my art. It has evolved a lot since I first started drawing and posting it online while I was still in university. I started in the fashion industry, making digital art and fashion illustrations at events of people in nice dresses and runway outfits. Then I picked up a set of watercolors and realized I connected much more with my artwork when it was tactile, on a surface I could feel with my hand. I then discovered gouache paint, and it allowed me to bring an extra layer of depth into my work by exploring its versatility. These are the pieces many people know me for and are cherished by so many in their homes across the world. It's an incredible feeling. I think I'm going to paint this one, and then this one here. About a year and a half ago, I booked a consultation to get some help with my art because I felt like I kept getting burnt out and lost in the world of trying to keep up with demands. I explained that while I loved my artwork, I felt like there was something missing. Somewhere along the way, my art became a product and I lost the emotional connection to painting. With guidance, I have been diving into the world of oil painting, and it's not so much about the medium as it is about letting go for me. I had become incredibly detailed with my artwork, incredibly tight and descriptive. I could feel my hand eager to just move freely across a surface and apply color in a way that was freeing. I was craving texture, imperfection, and emotion. The other day, Bella was sleeping in here with me, and the way she was sleeping, I thought was the cutest thing. She had like a smile on her face. Look at her. So that's what inspired this painting. I've been spending a lot of time indoors, and I think it's just kind of nice to find the beauty in our surroundings and find the little things that make us happy, and my dog really makes me happy, so I like to paint her a lot. That's what it is. I felt guilty for changing. I felt like I was giving up on something I had worked so hard to create. But again, I knew I would regret it one day if I didn't try to uncover the true artist deep down in me, to make art that is vulnerable and unique. I had my first art show in April last year with my new oil paintings, and it went incredibly well. I had such incredible conversations with people who connected with my paintings, and I felt proud that I could make art from a deep place inside and that it would still make people feel joy.
Be careful!
Nope, nope. Come here. But not in the face. Oh my god. I was about to start talking and then she decided to join me, so she's here for the video. I recently found that painting in multiples really helps me and helps my sort of creative process. And I think this is for many reasons, but I realized that every day when I would show up to the easel and would be focused on one painting at a time, I would put a lot of pressure on that painting to be perfect or to not have any kind of like error. It's kind of not really a good way to feel when you're at the easel because you don't want to be in a place where you're creating based on that pressure. Working in multiples has really helped me kind of zoom out a little bit and not be so hyper focused on detail, and I think that because of that I can loosen up a lot more in my painting style and also kind of like play more. I put everything on the floor here in my studio and it feels like I'm a kid again, you know, like that feeling of when you're a kid and you're playing with your toys. That's what it feels like. So it's not so good for my posture, but it's been nice to work this way, and I also am able to make a lot more work than I can if I'm just focusing on one painting at a time and kind of like really stuck on detail. So it seems to be working well for me for now. I'm having a lot of fun, and I think this month I really found more concrete style way of painting that just makes me happy. It's also nice and sunny, finally. It's been a really gloomy winter. I made this piece, one of 3 that I made at the cottage last weekend, and it's been really fun to figure out how to take elements from interiors and kind of abstract them into my own style. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making this one. I just feel really happy sitting here on the floor and going for it with these bright colors and playing again. It just feels good. I wish I could tell you this transition in my work has been easy, but it's been hard because part of me feels like I had to let go of a different part of myself, and a part of me feels like my old style of painting was brought on by just a lot of fear and like trying to figure out my place in society, and I feel like I'm just like coming alive now. Like I'm really coming into who I am. I'm embracing all this like weirdness in me and this like young, playful version of me coming out and just giving her space to create and to be there. And it feels so good. Like it feels so liberating. See the work that comes out of that, and I don't really know how to put it in words, but I just feel like I spent my 20s really building a career and finding my place in the world and trying to see like how being an artist can work and how I can be accepted in society as an artist. And now it's like I'm just coming back to playing and just having fun again. It's so much deeper than the painting itself. I feel like that's what I'm trying to say. The painting itself is only a small percentage of the whole shift that's happening in me. Just a 30-year-old kid again. And I love that. I just love it. I'm excited to share more of my oil painting journey with you and want to encourage you through this video to allow yourself to grow. Whatever that looks like to you, I want to remind you that you have the permission to change. You only get one life, and I think it's important that we live with intention.